I wanted to scream to the whole world. What did you do?
Outraged by the killing of her son, a Boston bombing suspect, as the investigation turns toward the Big Apple.
He and his brother decided spontaneously on Times Square as a target.
Caught on camera, road rage gone too far. What leads to this clash between a BMW driver and a bicyclist?
4 or 5 seconds more, I'd have burned up. I'd have had, I think I could have died.
And a remarkable rescue involving rivals on a racetrack. One jumps right in to save a man from his burning car. It's not every day you can say, a boat hit my car, where wicked winds make this happen. Plus, we get a little wild with a very tired elk, some cute chicks, and a robin that's been ruffling our feathers here at INN. Your independent news network starts right now.
And when he is laying down there already, killed, cruelly killed. Oh my God. I wanted to scream to the whole world. What did you do? What have you done with my son? He was alive. Why did they need to kill him?
A mother outraged over the death of her son, a son believed to have bombed the Boston Marathon. And she's standing by her other son, now facing charges. This is the Boston bombing investigation, turns toward the Big Apple. Hello everyone, I'm Mike Mickle. Welcome to INN News. Surviving suspect Jahar Tsarnaev is now in a federal prison hospital. He was moved earlier today. Meanwhile, we're learning more about what he and his older brother may have been planning next. Officials say they were headed to New York with 6 bombs, intending to blow up Times Square. Their plan fell apart when they ran low on gas and stopped at a gas station. That led to a gunfight that left the older brother dead. However, House Intelligence Committee Chairman Mike Rogers believes their brother's plans were not solid.
They really did believe they weren't going to get caught. The notion that they decided to go to New York was a rushed event after this thing unraveled on them.
As for the victims of that bombing, as of today, 34 are still being treated in Boston hospitals. One patient is in critical condition. Moving on to another threat now, the U.S. says it has evidence Syrian forces are using chemical weapons against rebels.
This is something we've been looking at for many months. It's something we've been concerned about. You've heard me over many months at this very podium issue very stern and clear public warnings about the potential use and how strongly we're urging the Assad regime not to make this grave mistake. And so this is something we've been watching very closely.
Some lawmakers are urging action against the Syrian regime. The White House says an investigation will move forward cautiously. Here's what else is happening overseas in your Global News Now. Emergency workers are at the scene of a burned-out psychiatric hospital outside of Moscow. Around 40 people have died. Officials say an electrical short may have sparked it. Protesters hit the streets over safety problems as the death toll rises from a building collapse in Bangladesh earlier this week. The death toll is climbing, and as of this morning was 285. Miraculously, about 60 people were recovered alive today from the former clothing factory. Joint military exercises between South Korea and the United States are still underway. This is the last week of the drills, which have inflamed tensions between the North and South. South Korea also says it's pulling its remaining citizens out of a manufacturing zone it shares with Pyongyang. It's also considered the last major symbol of cooperation between the two sides. And that's your Global News Now.
We may not all live here in Texas, but we're neighbors too. We're Americans too. And we stand with you, and we do not forget.
President Obama promises long-lasting support to a Texas community devastated in a fertilizer plant explosion. 14 people were killed, including 10 first responders in last week's blast in the town of West. The President and First Lady attended a memorial service in nearby Waco for the victims. Floodwaters are receding slowly in the Midwest, and as the waters go down, officials are telling people to keep their guard up. They're warning people to avoid scam artists. They say flood victims should check out a company's credentials with their city's building department or the Better Business Bureau. They also advise not to pay cash until the work is done. Unfortunately, some more rain for those areas dealing with flooding. Here's Eric.
Yeah, unfortunately, we're going to see the potential for some heavy rain. Areas south of the major flooding right now, but the Mississippi River continuing to swell as we go through the weekend. And again, likely seeing 1 to 2 inches of rain into portions of southern Illinois and southern Missouri as the weekend wears on. Up in North Dakota, not expecting a whole lot of rain, but some warm temperatures leading to some snow melting, going to cause some of those rivers to flood as well, looking like it could be one of the top 5 biggest floods that people in North Dakota have seen since we've been dealing with the weather records. And look at this rain potentially falling into portions of Missouri and southern Illinois. The orange is indicating 2 to 3 inches of rain. Going to be a very wet weekend, and we're going to see those flooding concerns continue as we go through the weekend. Here's what's going on right now. We have a low pressure system developing over portions of Oklahoma, Kansas, and Texas. That's going to provide the moisture and the instability for all of this rain to come down as we go through the weekend into those areas that really don't need any more rain. The good news is after that system moves through, we're going to see some warm weather. We're going to see some sunshine. That's going to help dry things out at least a little bit.
Those folks desperately need that.
That's for sure.
Eric, thanks so much. Well, you were one step closer to getting your Twinkie fix, plus a $180,000 cup of coffee as Travis Scupian gets back to business.
Some mortgage rates hit a record low. Financer Freddie Mac says 15-year fixed-rate loans fell to 2.61% this week. That's down a fraction from last week. The most popular mortgage, the 30-year fixed rate, is hovering just above its record low. Freddie Mac's chief economist says the low rates are boosting the housing market. Good news if you're still going through Twinkie withdrawal. They could be back on store shelves as soon as July. The new owners of Hostess are reopening bakeries in Georgia, Kansas, Illinois, and Indiana. They also plan to hire at least 1,500 workers who will likely all be non-union. Hostess shut down last year after a labor union dispute. The plant in Columbus, Georgia will be the first to reopen. Hiring is set to begin this summer. For anyone who's ever wanted to meet Apple CEO Tim Cook, this may be your chance. Cook is auctioning an hour-long coffee talk with anyone willing to pay at least $180,000 for the privilege. Proceeds from the auction will benefit the Robert F. Kennedy Center for Justice and Human Rights. The winner must sign a non-disclosure agreement. In other words, no tweeting or blogging about the chat. The contest ends May 14th at CharityBuzz.com. For Back to Business, I'm Travis Scupian.
Road rage, a fiery rescue, and a scary landing, all caught on camera. First, police in California are looking for this man caught on surveillance video ramming his BMW into a bicyclist. The cyclist says it started when he got in an argument with the driver over who had the right-of-way. The cyclist punched the driver in the face. He says the driver then threatened to kill him. Video shows the driver chasing him in an alley and ramming into him. The bicyclist was not seriously hurt. No one seriously hurt after a plane makes an emergency landing. Its landing gear was stuck when it landed on its belly in Gardner, Kansas yesterday. The pilot says she has never experienced anything like this in her 30 years of flying.
Danny was completely engulfed in flames. He disappeared into the flames.
And in the nick of time, a race car driver is pulled from a burning stock car before it's too late. The daring rescue happened at the Speedway in Boone, Iowa. Danny Watson hit a rut, rolled his car, and it caught fire. Fellow racer Richard Yod jumped into action.
I just got out as quick as I could, jumped in the car, and just tried to get him out as fast as I could.
For him just to jump out of his car and react like that and go into the fire to get me out, I mean, it saved my life. I'm grateful for it.
Watson suffered some burns but will be okay, and he plans to return to the track. Nashville and country music fans all over the world are mourning a big loss today. Legendary country singer George Jones died in a Nashville hospital after being admitted for a fever and irregular blood pressure. Jones' career spanned 50 years, and he was known for hits like White Lightning and his heartbreaking classic, He Stopped Loving Her Today. George Jones was 81 years old. We'll be right back.
Until the sun went down, and he fill him a jug and he'd pass it around. Mighty, mighty pleasing, happy storms. Shh, white lightning.
In this box is what I need to control my diabetes, to stay healthy, and get on with my life. It comes from Liberty Medical. And now, it's not only where I get my diabetes testing supplies, but it's where I get my prescription drugs as well. See, if you're on Medicare, the cost of your diabetes testing supplies, as well as your prescription drugs, may be covered. Liberty takes care of all the paperwork with Medicare and sends the prescription forms directly to your doctor for approval. Then on your schedule, packs up this box and sends it right to your door with no charge for shipping.
Liberty assures you have what you need to manage your diabetes, and that starts with a free meter. Call today and get a free meter. Plus, when you join, you'll also get a free cookbook.
Call Liberty. They can help you live a better life.
Call 1-800-503-6627. 1-800-503-6627.
Car owners, does your vehicle have less than 120,000 miles on it? Is it less than 10 years old? Is your current auto warranty about to expire? Well, Cover America Auto Care has a very special offer just for you. With current economic conditions causing bankruptcies and a downturn in new car sales, Cover America Auto Care now offers inexpensive mechanical breakdown coverage direct to the public. You can save thousands of dollars on auto repairs. A toll-free line has been made available so car owners can call and get a free no-obligation quote. This auto protection is backed by an A-rated insurance carrier. Plus, you get a claims department that has an A-plus rating from the Better Business Bureau. 24-hour emergency roadside assistance is also included. You will be amazed at how much you can save on future car repair bills. So call for your free, no-obligation quote now. Do not wait. Get covered today and rest easy tonight.
Strong winds blow through Pennsylvania. Check this out. They're so strong they send a boat flying through the air and into a car. It was part of a storm system that moved through the mid-Atlantic region a couple of days ago. Hopefully some calmer weather for the weekend. Here's meteorologist Eric Garlick.
Yeah, Mike, a pretty interesting sight. Definitely don't see a boat flying through your front yard every day, that's for sure. In terms of temperatures, things going to continue to warm up. 46 degrees the low in Kansas City as we go through the night tonight. Chicago 48, 58 degrees in Little Rock, 65 degrees in Houston. Looking at some pretty nice weather along the west coast as well. Only 39 degrees in Denver. Taking a look as we go through the day tomorrow, starting the weekend, looking at some nice sunny conditions for Vegas and LA. 69 degrees in Portland. San Francisco looking at some cloud cover as well as some fog as we go through the early morning hours, but things really going to turn out pretty well. Take a look along the Rockies. 81 degrees in Boise. Denver 71. Billings 78 degrees. In Phoenix, the warm spot 96 degrees. Some very nice weather, and that's going to continue for that area. As we head into the south central U.S., we're going to see some thunderstorms in Little Rock. 73 degrees. 79 in Dallas. A chance for some of those thunderstorms. Cloudy in Tulsa. 70 degrees. El Paso looking at 83 degrees with a lot of sunshine. This is where we're going to start to see the big changes. 71 degrees. Nothing but sunshine in Minneapolis as we go through the day tomorrow. Bismarck 74. Rapid City 71 degrees. That's going to cause all of that snow to melt into the Dakotas, causing some flooding concerns and some spotty flooding into portions of northern Wisconsin and Minnesota as well. Omaha 69 degrees. Chicago 59. Looking at some very nice weather across the Midwest. As we head into the southeast, we're going to see that system approaching tomorrow, looking at some rain showers possible in Atlanta, 72 degrees, as well as Memphis. Memphis looking at some thunderstorms, isolated thunderstorms possible for Mobile and Orlando as we go through the day tomorrow. And back into the northeast, seeing some sunshine. New York City, 67 degrees. Portland, 56. Detroit at 65 degrees. Some very nice weather, with the exception of that one low pressure system that is moving across the south central U.S. as we go through the weekend. That's where it's located right now. That's where we're seeing the heaviest of the rain. That's going to continue to fall as we go through the rest of the evening and into the day tomorrow. Going to be a very slow moving system, and as it pushes into the southeast, we're going to see that system stall out, so we're going to see some rain showers possible all along the Gulf Coast and into the southeast as we go through the weekend. Here's where some of that heavy rain is falling. Kansas City seeing a little bit of light rain back into southern Missouri as we went through the afternoon. Memphis expecting some thunderstorms as we go through the night tonight. The system going to dump potentially 2 to 3 inches of rain into that area, an area that really doesn't need it. A little bit of light rain falling back into the Midwest as well. Taking a look at that rainfall forecast, those oranges looking at 2 to 3 inches of rain possible, and that's right along where the Mississippi is. That Mississippi filling up fast with all of that flooding taking place off to the north. And for that reason, we do have some of those flood warnings still issued, and again in the Dakotas for the melting snow as we go through the weekend. The warm weather going to cause some problems once again, but not looking like a terrible. I'll take the warm weather, that's for sure.
Absolutely, Eric. Thanks so much. Well, spring has sprung across much of the country, and the ground is beginning to thaw. That means it's time to get outdoors and start thinking about your lawn and garden. But before you start digging and planting, you need to get a green plan. As Scott Simpson reports, it will be better for the environment and your wallet.
Going green in your yard or garden isn't just good for the environment, it can be good for your household budget, too. Try some of these tips from the experts at the EPA and the National Gardening Association. Start a compost pile. Food scraps can break down into an organic, nutrient-rich matter that will turn ordinary soil into a gardener's dream. You won't need to buy as much fertilizer, cutting down on your costs and the chemicals you introduce into the environment. Be a conscientious waterer. You don't want to drench your lawn and garden. It's not good for the plants, and it's not good for your water bill. Water early in the morning to prevent too much evaporation. You can collect rainwater runoff or redirect your downspouts into your garden or retaining area. Grow your own food. Homegrown fruits, veggies, and herbs won't just save you money on your grocery bill, they'll also cut down on your carbon footprint because you won't be buying goods that took a long gasoline-fueled trip to your local grocery store. Make it a community project. Getting neighbors involved to beautify and landscape communal areas will make for a more pleasant living environment and could boost your home's curb appeal to prospective buyers. So roll up your sleeves and grab a shovel. Make this the year you earn your green thumb. I'm Scott Simpson reporting.
Nicer weather may also get you motivated to ramp up your workout, and maybe you weren't born to run, but that doesn't mean you can't. Some easy steps to get you started next in your health.
If you're in debt to the IRS for $10,000 or more, you don't have to take desperate measures to settle your account. All you have to do is put the right people to work for you. And that's as simple as calling this number. You'll speak to a tax expert who can help you negotiate a settlement that's significantly less than the actual amount you owe. Many are former IRS agents who have inside knowledge that you can't get elsewhere. And that can make all the difference in the world.
They saved my business.
I owed $30,000 and paid a fraction of it.
The threatening letter stopped immediately.
I got great advice, and they did all the work.
If you owe more than $10,000 in back taxes, you owe it to yourself and your family to call this number and get your case settled for less. Now, you only have a small window of time to settle, so act now.
For a free tax analysis, call 800-903-7750. There is no obligation. Call 800-903-7750 now.
Endless pools are an incredible alternative to traditional pools, making it easy and inexpensive to swim at home. Call our toll-free number or visit our website. A free idea kit and DVD will be sent to your home so you can discover all the benefits of owning your own pool. Compared to traditional pools, endless pools are simple to install, easy to maintain, and economical to run. Our precision-engineered pools enable you to swim or exercise against a smooth current that adjusts to any speed and ability. Endless pools are perfect for year-round health and fitness, relaxation, and family fun. Our free idea kit and DVD will show you how easy it is for the whole family to enjoy a pool right in your backyard or home. An endless pool or an endless pool swim spa can become a showplace for your home. Call our toll-free number or visit the website to find out more about endless pools. The free idea kit will show you just how easy it is to be able to swim at home.
How do you start running if you've been a couch potato? Holly Furford talks to a trainer about what to do and how to stay injury-free in the process in today's Health Minute.
Douglas Mogul is new to running, but he's decided to do a 5K race. Learning to run actually starts with a lot of walking. Trainer April Berkey says you walk a little, then jog a little.
3 days a week, and especially to start, maybe 15-20 minutes a day of a walk-run combo.
Mogul doesn't really like to run, but he's committed.
It's still something that I find to be a little bit boring. Headphones help, or running with a partner helps a lot.
Berkey says new runners also need a running plan. Go online and search for Beginning 5K Training Program. This tells you how often and how long to walk and jog each week.
It's going to help prevent injury, make sure you're not doing too much.
Because working out too hard and too fast is one of the biggest mistakes new runners make. You also need a good pair of running shoes, and if you can spring for it, a heart rate monitor. It's tough on the body to always run on hard streets or sidewalks, so find softer surfaces when you can. Give yourself a couple of months to train and get to the point where you run during your whole workout. For today's Health Minute, I'm Holly Furfer.
And you can check out these websites to get started: coolrunning.com, mayoclinic.com, and jeffgalloway.com. Action, comedy, and drama. It's what's now showing in theaters, including one movie with a star-studded cast.
Hey, my ex-wife is here.
Oh. His biological mother is very much a Catholic. We just found out that she's coming to the wedding.
She is. Oh, God.
So just pretend to be married for the weekend. What's the big deal?
Stay tuned for an exciting money-making opportunity from SMC. Would you like to make more money, set your own hours, and spend more time with your family? Well, now you can with SMC.
I'm an SMC believer. I'm going to tell you what, it's an opportunity for anybody to get in and have a home-based business and be successful.
Mothers around the world should do this, yes. And they can stay home with their kids.
I don't have to be bothered with the hectic day-to-day working for someone else. I'm working for myself.
I just wish now I'd have done this 10 or 15 years ago. It's the best thing that ever happened to me.
SMC supports its members with a huge warehouse stocked with thousands of products that you can sell for profits of up to 300% and more. Call right now to request your free information packet. And remember to ask your operator how you can jumpstart your business with $100 worth of free SMC merchandise.
Just pick up the phone and call this toll-free number now. Remember, you have absolutely nothing to lose and everything to gain.
Bishop Walter Hawkins made love come alive with timeless gospel classics. Now Love Alive is back and sounding better than ever. Presenting the Love Alive collection. Love Alive 1, Love Alive 2, and Love Alive 3. All for just $24.99. But wait, order in the next 10 minutes with your credit card, and we'll cut the price to just $14.99. Then preview other great gospel collections. Satisfaction guaranteed. So don't wait. Get the Love Alive collection. 3 classic CDs for just $14.99.
Call 1-800-443-1356 to order the Love Alive collection on 3 CDs for just $14.99 plus shipping when you call in the next 10 minutes with your credit card. Call now.
If you are heading to the movies this weekend, you may want to check out a romantic comedy with an all-star cast led by Robert De Niro, or a critically acclaimed drama starring Matthew McConaughey. Carla Zeus has this week's Now Showing.
Mark Wahlberg and Dwayne Johnson join forces in Pain and Gain. The action comedy is inspired by the true story of 3 down-and-out bodybuilders who hatch a plot to kidnap a wealthy businessman to extort money. The trio ends up in over their heads, pursued by a private investigator.
Now I go to work.
Pain and Gain is rated R. Matthew McConaughey plays a drifter hiding out on a Mississippi island in mud. He enlists the help of 2 teenage boys, telling them he's on the run from bounty hunters and is hoping to escape the island to be reunited with the love of his life, played by Reese Witherspoon.
It says hold tight.
Mud is rated PG-13. A Modern Family tries to survive a weekend wedding celebration in The Big Wedding. A long-divorced couple, played by Robert De Niro and Diane Keaton, are forced to pretend to be happily married after their adopted son's conservative biological mother decides to attend.
Pretend to be married for the weekend. What's the big deal?
The all-star cast includes Susan Sarandon, Robin Williams, Amanda Seyfried, and Topher Grace. The Big Wedding is rated R. For Now Showing, I'm Carl Azus.
There's a new chick flick now showing. It's no sappy love story, but you may fall in love with these little birds. Plus a bird who wants to become part of our news team. Either that or he's planning on robbing us. All things wild, next on INN.
It was the hippest trip in America. The music, the styles, and the stars. It was Soul Train. And now, for the first time ever, Time Life presents the Best of Soul Train on 3 DVDs for just $39.99. And if you call in the next 10 minutes with your credit card, Time Life will pay your shipping and handling.
What they do?
You'll get 50 guest performances and over 8 hours of the greatest entertainment. You'll get all the great dancing, the cool fashions, the great music, fabulous guest performances, and a priceless set of memories. You'll once again be line dancing to some of the greatest soul music and artists of all time. Now you can own the Best of Soul Train on 3 DVDs for just $39.99. This collection is very special.
As an added bonus, get a free Soul Train ringtone with your order. Call 1-800-716-8618 to order Soul Train and receive free shipping when you call in the next 10 minutes with your credit card.
Experience Bare Minerals, the foundation that started the makeup revolution. Are you ready for flawless coverage and makeup that is actually good for your skin? Now you can get our new kit for over 75% off what you'd pay at retail. Our exclusive introductory Get Started kit includes the award-winning Bare Minerals Foundation. You'll also receive warmth for a healthy glow, Mineral Veil, the ultimate finishing touch, and Bare Minerals Professional Flawless Application Brush. Call now and receive our new bonus collection worth $57.95 free, including the highly anticipated Flawless Definition Mascara. Purchased separately, you'd spend over $120. Our original Get Started kit was a great deal at 2 payments of $29.99. But for a limited time, you get all this, including the bonus gifts, for only 1 payment of $29.99. You save over $90 and get a 30-day money-back guarantee.
To save over 75%, order now by calling 1-800-200-8130 and ask how you can receive this free handy compact with brush with your order.
Wildlife experts near Denver are keeping an eye on an elk that could be in danger. Neighbors nicknamed the animal the tired elk because of the rubber tube that's hanging around her neck. Everyone is talking about that tire and how it got there.
I said to my husband, do you think maybe some kids have been, but he said they're not going to get that close.
But the big question remains how to get it off. Wildlife experts say they've been monitoring her and she can do everything she needs to do, eat, breathe, and run. They add she may be pregnant, so they don't want to tranquilize her just yet. There's a new reality show on the web featuring some super cute chicks, bald eagle chicks that is. A pair of bald eagles in Humboldt County, California are the proud parents of 2 new eaglets. The Humboldt Wildlife Care Center is streaming the family live. One of the eaglets is named Kyle. The other will be named by a lucky school student. And speaking of birds, take a look at this robin that keeps pecking at our door. All morning long, we hear the tap, tap, tap. We've looked into it. It's possible he's attacking his reflection, thinking it's another bird. Or maybe he wants to be our beaking news reporter or do the weather. In that case, I wouldn't go outside, Eric.
I like the robin.
Robin us?
Robin us, yeah, that was pretty
We're
good.
We're here all week. Lucky for you, it's Friday.
Yeah, absolutely. In terms of weather, things not going to be too active as we go through the weekend. One little low pressure system developing across the south central plains. Going to move through portions of Louisiana, Arkansas, and Mississippi as we go through the day on Sunday. And it's really going to kind of stall out as we go through the day on Monday. And we're going to see rain lingering across the Gulf Coast in the southeast as we enter the work week next week. Some high pressure moving in and another blast of some cool weather as we head toward the middle of next week. But temperatures just going to return back to normal where they should be.
All right, Eric, thanks so much. From all of us here at INN, thanks for joining us tonight. Have a great weekend, everyone. We'll see you back here on Monday.